That's a problem, man. Identity politics are real in this country. Where you from, what race you are, what your background is, all of that, man. America's got to know what's up with you.
So now I want to put Amici on the spot a little bit. Yeah. What hood do you rep, Amici?
That's a good question.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Can't Tell Us Nothing show. Thank you for tuning in. The sounds you're hearing are the sounds of the Can't Tell Us Nothing improv group out of Houston, Texas. This is a wonderful foursome that you are about to witness here. In this group, we have people like Amici.
Welcome back.
We have people like John.
Never left.
We got Tandy.
President accounted for.
That's right. And then you have myself, Antoine. And what this is, what you're tuned into, is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show. It's a show where we take opinions, topics, discussions, turn that into improv scenes around the spot. We just make it up based on whatever we're talking about. You'll get it. Today, actually, I had something I wanted to discuss. It's something that I've been thinking about for a while. It's something
that you've been thinking about, Antoine.
That's a good question, Don. It's a good question. It's something I've been thinking about for a long time, but I haven't really found the words to like put it into an argument. And I don't know. I think with the whole pandemic thing and countries pointing at other countries and all that made me kind of think about this a little bit more. And what the topic is repping your hood, right? And your hood can be your neighborhood. It can be your city. It can be your country. But there's a lot of people who put a lot of emphasis on where they're from and where they live and why that's important and why you should care and why you need to send us money or send us resources because we live here. And I think that here's where I stand. Yes. I'm curious where you guys come in. I think people put too much emphasis on that, and we need to be a little bit more mobile, a little bit more able to move around, embrace the world a little bit more. Don't feel as locked down or anchored to a specific location. And if you need to move for whatever reason, have that freedom, have that mobility to go somewhere else and live somewhere else for a while. And don't think that it takes away from who you are. That's where I stand.
Spoken like a man that I did not identify being from A-Leaf when I first met you. You struck me as somebody that was just from all over the place. I think I even probably thought you were military. I'm serious. When I first met you, I was like, he's like nondescript, no whatever.
Let me ask you. So A-Leaf is in the southwest part of Houston, which is where I was born and raised. So what are the traits of a person from A-Leaf, Tandy?
I don't know, but I think. I don't know. You didn't have enough Southwest in your style for me.
What's Southwest?
Specific shoe styles and specific clothes that they wear.
We're talking some slang.
Yeah, I think so. The type of slang, that Southwest slang.
It could have been. I don't know. I mean,
it didn't throw up the West enough.
You didn't. It didn't. When I found out that you were from here and from A-Leaf, I was like, oh, that's odd.
So one of my favorite rappers.
Introduce yourself as such. I'm sorry, go on.
Isn't Toby?
Yes.
A-Leaf the SWAT, right?
Yep.
He reps it all the time.
Oh, so hard.
He kind of makes you look back a little bit, Antoine. He doesn't have to tell people specifically that he's from the SWAT. He doesn't have to let the world know. But he just did Dave Chappelle's little barn concert, and I'm sure he let them know that A-Leaf was all up in the building.
And to put it on the map.
What do you say about that? Do you not see any benefit from repping your hood at all?
I think that there is some benefit. I don't think there's an issue with letting people know where you're from necessarily. right? I think that people see someone else from a different place, or no, from where you're from, and see what they can do. Maybe, you know, it can inspire, it can open some doors, right? What I'm talking about is being locked down to it. What I'm talking about is like, I'm from the SWAT, so I can never leave the SWAT. You know, I'm gonna born here. I'm gonna die here. Like that mentality, right?
Yes, yes.
That's
No, I mean, growing up in Dayton, I have a lot of people I knew that were, most of those people never leave where they were born. So their world is so small that everything inside that little world, you know, becomes everything in their visibility, right? Like if you never leave, like I had the chance to play sports, and sports single-handedly just put me in different cities, meeting different kinds of people and and how they care about things, right? But I'll come back home and my partners would shun me because I was not, what do we say? I was leaving the city, you know, like I was like, as if and I remember even saying like the city didn't do shit for me. Like name one thing that the city doesn't give a fuck about me. It's never had. I've been arrested. I've been ticketed. Like, oh, I still pay taxes. Like what, why did I need to be so loving to the city? But of course, I think you said it, like goes back to identity, man. If your identity is wrapped up in where you come from, it's hard to let go of a piece of your identity. But I think traveling instantly just changes your worldview, you know? At least it did for me.
Really? Y'all don't represent Texas when you leave Texas?
I love Texas, man. When I go back to Dayton, about 3 days, I'm ready to come back to Houston, where I call home now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just because I like the mindset, the speed, the culture, the things to do here. I mean, I don't go to Dayton, you know, slinging a gun, starting shit, you know, like it's some kind of unspoken battle amongst states, you know what I mean? Like I don't do that. But it is fun to be competitive from time to time. I would say I've dabbled in that space a little bit.
Mm-hmm. What I like about leaving Texas is that when you get people from different Texas cities and we're all outside of Texas, it's easy to be like, oh, you know, Texas, and we identify, and it's like, oh, we represent Texas. But then, you know, in Texas, it's a whole different thing. You know, like we're okay with Dallas people outside of Texas, right? It's like, but then when you get back to Texas, it's like, oh, we don't play with Dallas. We play with San Antonio. Austin's just weird. You know, it's all about Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
We cut to two coworkers going up in an elevator. All right, so once we get into this conference, I want you to know something. Look, I know that you're from accounting and I'm from engineering, and normally we don't like each other. But at this conference, we need to represent our company. We need to squash all that and be a unified front, or else we're going to get eaten alive here. Can you do that?
Not fine, engineering. Or just stand over there in the corner. Don't get so close. You don't have to be a unified front yet.
Oh, what? Do you have a certain per capita that you need to take care of here in this elevator?
No.
Do I need to send you an expense report for standing in the corner?
No, I'm just saying, you know, when we're at work, you know, you guys have waged war against us for years, sending stuff back, acting like it's wrong, you know, reporting us to HR. And we're sick of it. But I mean,
you're sick of it.
Yeah.
We're sick. We've been put in OT. We've been needing new systems to be financed, and you guys have been dragging your feet while we're trying to get products out the door.
See,
so hold on. The elevator's opening up. Elevator's
okay. You're not in front. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Would you like to go find a snack table with me?
Fine, engineering. Just don't count the steps or right angles.
Antoine is not engineering.
Hey, Antoine, fine, Antoine.
Yeah. I'm not going to call you moneybags here, okay?
Don't do it.
I'll call you Tandy.
Please.
All right?
Okay, Antoine. Yes, let's go find some snacks.
Let's go find some snacks. What do we got here?
Spin on this thing.
Hey.
What?
Don't start using your finance mind all over the place here. We need to network. We need to represent the company. All right. We need to represent CTUN Corporation.
CTUN Corp. It's all about that. Got it. I'm on it.
Let's see. Oh, there's two guys here. Let's get their business cards.
So forward. Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, so I was telling you, if you just submit those expenses to me on time, I won't keep dragging my feet on your finance system.
Yeah, you know what I love about our company, our corporation? We work together, like no matter what department we're from, we see past the differences.
We see past it, man. I love just coming. They just put us together on these trips, and we just squash all of our departmental beefs right here, man. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. Oh, there's two people here.
Hello.
Hey.
You guys are talking about being working together. Yeah, we know all about that. We're from CTUN Corporation. Here are their business cards.
There you go.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, you guys.
I noticed that your business cards have two different logos on them. Almost like you got them made at different places or something, or you're not united.
Yeah.
Oh,
why is hers darker than yours?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Good
Why?
question.
Yeah, the card does look a bit nicer than mine. What I thought what I had was a standard stock in our company. I guess we recently upgraded.
Yeah, I maybe we should order new cards. You just give me those that you have, and we'll just pass out mine. That's okay. Just
we'll just pass out yours.
Yeah, we'll just use my cards. This is premium stock.
Well, you can just have this card. It has both our names on the front and back.
You guys have a unified business card?
Everybody who works for our company has their name and phone number and email address on this one card. Yeah,
on this one card.
Wow, how many people are in your company?
Yeah,
like 200 or so.
200, yeah.
It's so small. The font is so small.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you this. I mean, if we just met at this conference, how do I remember who I met? Like, it seems like everybody's on this card. Like, how do I not call the right person or the wrong person?
Whichever number you call, they'll get it right back to us.
Are you serious? Like any
Absolutely.
number?
Whatever number you call on here.
They don't take 2 weeks to respond to a request?
No.
I wonder what that's like.
You mean they don't make it a point to have the person who's calling tell them the exact number that they dialed and let them know that they're just one number different? If they paid attention to that one number, they'd be speaking to the person they wanted to speak to?
You mean if a person makes one small mistake, they don't hold it over them for the whole business year? Is that what you're telling us?
Are you telling me that despite all the personnel changes and the influx of new employees, you guys know who to contact? You actually know a person's name? You know them?
Demetri, you want me to take care of this really quick? I can answer.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Yeah.
So every day we have a company meeting, and everyone just kind of shares what's going on in their lives and their daily work.
Yeah, is this meeting by phone?
Zoom.
It's in person.
In person
if possible.
But it's 200 people sharing what's going on in their life?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's made us such a profitable company. I mean, transparent as ever. HR is in every conversation that we have, so there's no backlash. And hey, man, me and Amici, we've been partners. I'm in finance, he's in engineering. We work side by side, man. Get stuff done like this.
You mean with 200 with 200 people, there are no fights? You haven't had to have the cops call in any of your meetings?
Not one time. Yeah.
One time.
Yeah.
No restraining orders?
No.
Mm-mm.
No. Wow. One time we did call the cops, but so we could throw a surprise party for one of our employee spouses who is a cop.
Absolutely.
And he came in, and it was just the best time.
Awesome.
What's the name of your corporation? I can't see it on there are all these names. I can't find the actual name of the business.
Halliburton. We made some changes recently. We're a really, really good company now.
Yeah. You might have heard of the major cutbacks from the last couple of years. We were some of the original members of the company, so we got to stay on and redevelop the company. So,
wow, you guys have shown me a new light. You know.
So we shared about us. What about you guys? You know, how are things at where you guys work?
CTUN Corporation. Oh yeah, things are great. Things are
They're
great.
good.
I mean, like, yeah, we got products just, you know, in the pipeline and on the roadmaps and all that.
Okay.
Like, you know, and tell them about finance. Money
Yeah,
back,
you,
Andy.
you see that premium card stock on that business card there.
Tell them more about the card stock.
So I'm gonna say, are you guys producers and distributors of card stock? Is that where I'm getting?
Well, no, it was just a really important decision that the finance department made most recently to upgrade the card stock on the card, and you know, it was a
How long did that decision take to come to you, by the way, Tandy?
well, it took about a week. It was just an internal decision, but it took a week.
Really, a week? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
a whole week.
Look at that.
We were trying to get buy-in from other departments, and we finally just, you know, pulled the trigger and made the decision ourselves because, you know, other people weren't forthcoming. But you don't want to hear about, you know.
I sure do.
Want to hear about our triumphs.
Yeah, we're not allowed to necessarily listen to other companies' follies. You know, kind of corrupt. No, it corrupts the mind. We want to keep our work environment and team as cohesive as possible. So just the fact that vibes. Just really positive. It just sounds like you guys are very disconnected as a company. So
yeah, you guys have been holding hands this whole time. It's impressive.
I'm getting a little cultish feel from it. Just to be honest,
it's just a good way to share positive energy.
And scene. Nice.
Cultish energy. Yeah.
Repping your hood could be part of the business as well.
It can. I've always been a person, I'm not going to name these companies, but I've never sipped the Kool-Aid at a job, right? And that's a good and a bad thing for me, right? If the bad thing is my first job, they made a bunch of products, and one of the products was tissue paper for your nose. And I was...
Kimberly Clark?
No.
Procter & Gamble? Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
I'm not going to name the companies. But those companies were in the ballpark. So yeah, during the training, you know, I have this, as you guys have known, every fall, summer, my allergies just come through. And I'm sitting in my, you know, rookie training, and I'm just sneezing. And I asked one of the corporate trainers, I said, hey, do you have any Kleenex in here? And of course, it depends regionally. It depends on how you were raised or how you view it. But I view tissue paper for your nose, I view them as Kleenex, right? Just like somebody might use an ear cleaner as a Q-tip, as the brand, right? I wasn't thinking brand. I was thinking I got about 2 pounds of snot running out of my nose. You know what the fuck I mean. So the corporate trainer didn't even hesitate to go, we don't have Kleenex. That's not we don't make Kleenex. And I was like, okay, with snot on my nose, what do you have? Oh, we have tissue paper, and it's called et cetera, et cetera. So, okay, that pissed me off, right? That was the first strike. I'm like, that makes that, and then again, some people would have been like, John, that's just being petty, whatever. But I get their point. They wanted me to get immersed in what they're doing. And I was trying to just wipe my nose, right? The second strike, and I only give people 2 strikes. I have an allergy to a certain kind of soap that this company made. And I've had it my whole life. If I wash my hands or anything on my body breaks out. And this soap is supposed to be so pure. One day I walked in the bathroom because, of course, the company has all their products everywhere, including their soap. And I noticed that soap was in the bathroom. So I go to one of the building facility engineers. I go, hey, man, no, I don't even think it was a facility engineer. I think it was just some random employee. Because I was too afraid to go to a facilities engineer. I already knew what they were going to be on. So I said, hey, man, is there any bathrooms here that don't have this kind of soap, Soap X? And that person looked at me as if I had I was like a spy, as if I was like asking him for certain secrets or something. So they just walked away, and I was just like, man, never mind, I'll find one. 20 minutes later, I get tapped on the shoulder, and they bring me in the room, and they go, listen, are you aware of the products that we sell at this company? And I'm like, oh, shit, here we go again. Here we go again, right? And I explained to them my situation, in which they told me at the end of the story, they told me which bathroom, and there was only one bathroom in the building that did not use that soap. And I want to honestly say, what pissed me off is either they didn't believe me when I said I was allergic to it, or they thought I was just one of those troublemakers that want to challenge all the products. Either way, they were wrong, right? Mm-hmm. But going back to the Rep Your Hood, I always felt guilty that I knew people that would sip the Kool-Aid there, and they were like, that's all they used. Like, they didn't use anything else but that company. And it wasn't like they were buying it. So it wasn't like driving the stock price. They were just like, oh, I can't use that deodorant. That would be like sleeping with another person, right? And I'm like, no one's going to know unless you Nazis, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was weird, right? And it was too loyal. Some people were just too loyal. Big brother loyal.
We cut to a company meeting. All right, everybody, thank you for coming in this morning. I have a special announcement. So as you know, our main product, what is paying all of your paychecks, is adult diapers. This is why we're all here, to change the world with adult diapers. Yeah. Yeah. Now, one thing that's been bothering me for a while, and I finally got approval to do it, is we haven't been eating our own dog food here, if you know what I mean. So what we're doing is we're removing all of the toilets from the bathroom. This company, everybody in this company will be wearing adult diapers every time they work here. We're going to be using these products. We're going to be giving feedback on these products, and we're going to be eating our own dog food here. We're going to love it.
Boss.
Yeah, sure. You there in the front.
What does our R&D team do? Don't they research and test the products?
Of course they do. Of course they do. They've been wearing these diapers for weeks, right? But this whole company, right? We need to tell the world that everybody can wear adult diapers, right? This is the motto we've been preaching for a while. And one thing that occurred to me is if people see you out there in the real world not wearing adult diapers, they're going to wonder why. We got to answer that question right now.
Well, I think that's going to enhance productivity, because a lot of people in my department spend way too much time in the bathroom. And I don't need to tell you that everybody going in there is not doing a number one or a number two. There's a lot of lollygagging in there, and there's no lollygagging with a diaper. So I see
no lollygagging with a diaper.
No lollygagging.
That's great. Yeah, you get it.
Okay, I have a question.
Of course. You there.
Is the company going to provide these, or we have to buy them ourselves? Like, how's that going to work?
Well, do you feel like our diapers are affordable, Amici?
Based on what you pay me, no.
Sounds like we may have a bit of a problem here. You don't think that our diapers are affordable enough for someone on your salary?
I mean, I'm just looking at crunching the numbers. I'm looking at what I'm paid compared to what it would cost to buy, a pair of premium adult diapers, divided by 30 for a 30 pack, to wear one every day. Yeah, I have to wear like an hour a day to afford a diaper.
Tell you what, how about you start by buying these diapers the way that our customers do? And then if you have feedback regarding their quality and their longevity, you can bring that to R&D.
Okay.
talk to your manager about expensing it if you need to. But I think that everyone in here would agree that our diapers are affordable for anyone who needs them or wants them.
I mean, I'll just jump in and say I'm wearing one right now.
Have
been since you guys started a ladies line. Okay. You know, I was just waiting for more absorbency that would contour and fit the woman's body. And when you guys came out with She Shields 6 months ago, I was like, I'm the first one to get on it.
Would you mind coming up to the front and showing everybody your diaper?
Don't mind at all. Don't mind at all. All right, gentlemen, I'm just going to hike this skirt around a little bit.
Oh, jeez.
No, take a look at it.
Look at this.
Come on.
This right here is a dedicated employee, everybody. This is
have not seen. Thank you, Chief.
Okay, I have a question. Are we all gonna have to do this? Are we all gonna have to be showing our diapers off, like having random checks all day to see if we're wearing diapers? I don't want to do that.
I mean, that's definitely going to cut productivity if you got to check people's diapers. Man.
Yeah.
No, I figured we would just not wear pants, but tell you what, these are good questions. I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you so much, Tandy. You're doing great work. Amici, can I see you in my office?
Okay.
Cut to the office. Amici, you like working here?
Yeah, I mean, I've made some good friends.
Sounds like you have some criticisms.
I see them more like ideas, you know?
You have some ideas?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pop these pants off while we talk. Just
Wait, no, please.
It's really constricting, and the diaper is it's better for breeds. But please continue your ideas that are so great.
Okay. Well, you know, you have the idea of us all wearing adult diapers, and you know, maybe the ones that are made by our company don't fit my hips very well, and you know, maybe I've tried our competitor's brand, and that they're like a little bit.
What did you say? You tried our competitor's brand?
Yeah, just to see how they work.
Throws a glass against the wall. What? Of course, they're inferior. The only brand that you should ever put on your skin is our company's Huggables. Okay? Adult Huggables.
Yeah, adult Huggables, yeah.
If someone saw you purchase another brand at a store, who knows what could happen? That can go viral on Twitter. We need to lock this down. If you have any of that brand, still, you need to go home and throw it out immediately.
It was kind of expensive.
Oh, more expensive than our brand? Throw another glass. More expensive than those glasses that I'm throwing?
No, not more expensive. You don't have to trash your offer just because I'm upsetting you. You can, you know, just talk to me about stuff and we can work it out that way.
The only thing you need to work out is yourself out of those pants and in some adult diapers. When you come in tomorrow, you better have them on or not come in at all. Now leave the room. I need to change.
We cut to his house. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
I haven't been spending a lot of time with you lately, and I was just wondering if I could just shadow you at work tomorrow.
You want to shadow your old dad, at work tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm just having a hard time trying to figure out what I want to do in life, and you know, you're my dad, so I figured if I go to work with you, maybe it might inspire me what I want to do. You know? Okay.
All right, son, I've got to tell you something that I was hoping not to have to tell you. Every day you see me pull on the suit and leave the house in the morning.
Yes.
As soon as I get into the car, I take my pants off, take my underwear off, and put on an adult diaper and go to work like that.
If you don't want me to come tomorrow.
I look like a big baby. I look like a big baby at work all day. I just wear a shirt, a tie, and an adult diaper.
Why? Why would you do that? Dad, you went to Stanford.
I did.
Why do you want to walk around like a baby, Dad? I just want to. If you don't want me to come to work, just tell me to come to work.
You can come. It's just you have to do what I do.
I have to wear a diaper too?
Yeah, they make those. Huggables makes a teen line of diapers.
I was going to wear my high school football jersey. You want me to wear that in my diaper too?
Yes, you can do that.
All right. Whatever you say, Dad.
And you won't be able to use the bathroom the whole day. You'll have to just keep your diaper on. It's gonna feel weird at first, but trust me, you get used to it.
Okay. Okay. I mean, if this means that I'll turn out to be like you, Dad, and have this awesome career, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
Cut to work. Oh, there he is, Amici. Oh, you
Hey.
brought your son.
Yeah.
All right, look at this big, tough, rough guy. Hey, I like those Huggables.
Thank you.
Teen line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teen line. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my boy. Now, those are winning diapers right there. You
Hey,
wear
Dad.
that under your football?
Dad, why is her diaper so big in the morning?
Oh, she's been wearing it on for about 7 months now. She's,
Oh, yeah. Plus, I got
Never
a
changed
really
it.
long commute, kid. You know, once you get used to not going to the bathroom, you just really get used to not going to a bathroom.
And scene. Okay.
Saggy diapers.
That's just so big in the morning. Because I slept in it like a baby.
You just see a guy late to work. He couldn't change his diaper. He's just trying to rush in with the same diaper.
Is that the diaper from last night? That one didn't go home.
diaper inside out. Like, tired. People are crazy. But back to the rep your hood, man. What's the worst example of a rep your hood that you've ever encountered that kind of started the tipping point of this thought process?
Oh man, I wish I had a great story like you do, man. It's just for me, it's really just about the amount of, I don't know, they call it pride, right? But the lengths that people will go to either to build up their hood or put down yours. And I'm just thinking about, like, for example, one of the stories that comes to my mind, and this is something I saw, but it was this woman who lives up in Canada or somewhere in the north, and she built this like really nice hotel in this town, this small town, that the natural resources have been kind of draining and there isn't a lot of work, but she wants people to stay there because she grew up there and she likes it there. So she like put all this time and money to try to bring back the youth to the city, because what they do is they get up and they leave. They go to school somewhere else and they stay there, and she wants to bring them back, right? And that whole movement, that whole idea of like trying to bring people to a place that just isn't good anymore, like it's not growing, it's not producing, but they still want to bring people, they still want to keep people there. Those initiatives, I think, are overall harmful.
I agree. And I think it's probably more about their money than anything. I mean, if she just built a hotel, she sunk a lot of money into that. And then she didn't do her research, so that's her problem, to realize how many people were not coming back. And that's unfortunate. I mean, young people, like, here's what I never understood. Like you said, what do you expect? Young people don't want to live boring lives if they have a lot of potential. They want to go and form their own thing or be in a more steady, up-paced environment because they're trying to get ahead. You can't expect somebody with all that potential to want to stay in this, like you said, lackluster city that has no entertainment value, no vacation value, no job prospects. Crime's probably going through the roof. You know, all the symptoms of a dying city. You know, why would you want some or even a lot of the youth to throw their lives away? And cities are not easily to be changed. Like a neighborhood can change in 10 to 15 years. You can see a change. A city doesn't change that easy, man. Like you have a whole political structure that is not trying to give up their power or their whatever. And that's some of the biggest issues of why cities die and don't grow. So, you know, yeah, I never understood that, man. I'm not a, home is where your heart is, right?
Yeah.
No, I think there's some value to kind of returning to where you come from, because if everybody moves away, like who's going to be able to tell the story of what used to be there and what was. I think about, like, I see these old guys, they have these on Facebook, these tours, and Miss So-and-so used to live right there. She was a teacher. Mr. So-and-so was right there. And I think, okay, yeah, all these people are dead and gone, but still it tells a story of a neighborhood of people who, you know, were there. And when I think about moving away, I think less about like a town or city, because, you know, I grew up in Houston. Well, Houston did make a concerted effort to bring people back downtown, because downtown used to be dead.
That's true.
Nobody went downtown after hours. You left there after you got off work and you kept moving. But I'm serious, but Houston made that concerted effort to bring people back. So now you got a lot of young people back in the downtown area for
young people. See, it wasn't no old people moving down there.
Well, it's not built for old people.
Exactly.
People living on high rises.
True. And, well, it depends. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot, depending on where they are. But my point was, I agree with you. I do think there should be, I mean, I think the burden falls more on family for that. You can't blame a dude. You can't blame Antoine for somebody who lives in his neighborhood to keep up with the history of those people. You know, like every time someone died, they give him a book. Antoine, this is Aunt Mary's house and her history now. Somebody come asking, they go come talk to you. That's just horrible. You know, I think the burden falls more on the family. But like downtown is a ripe real estate piece of land that could spark economic, you know, abundance, and the youth will come in. They're more aggressive with their finances, more ignorant with their finances, and they have a long time to kind of grow into it. So I can see why they try to flash the youth, because youth is always about growing development. But I mean, that's just life, man. People move. You know, people move.
You can move, but you still keep your original location. Like I even like bequeath my upbringing to my children. I'm like, you live in Sunnyside, and so in theory, yes, you are Sunnyside, but your mama's third ward, so you got some third ward in you too. So you get to
I still want to know what the difference. What is the qualitative difference between these regions of the city?
It's a difference. If you say you're from there, then people know what that means. They envision a neighborhood. They envision a kind of a not even a history really, but just like an aesthetic that's connected to like street names and where you're from. And again, all of us are the Southwest, Sunnyside, Third Ward, Southeast, Hobby, all that. We're all under the lovely, rich umbrella of the South Side of Houston. So we get that. That's beautiful. The problem is those people on the north.
Yeah.
That's a whole different flavor.
How?
It's country. It's not, please forgive me. It's to me, it's kind of country. It's not near the downtown area where the arts are. It's not near any like TSU, U of H. We got all of them.
They got all the culture.
There's not
you got all the culture.
It doesn't necessarily have, they kind of spread out. They've got little pockets of areas, but it has its own flavor, its own aesthetic. It's different, and if I have to choose it, I'm going to choose the South Side. Like if I ever picked a neighborhood, it's so hard for me to even imagine living north. Like I can't imagine somebody giving me a house in North Houston and me being okay with that. But I think I have a broader range in the South. Like I can go Southeast, Southwest, South Central, Midtown kind of South, and all of that feels comfortable to me. I know that, just it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is.
We cut to a vet adoption agency. So, Mr. Basie, you are looking for a pup to take home.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Well, I got a few over here in this selection. Now let me tell you something before you walk in this room about these little pups, man.
Are they adorable?
They're beyond adorable. Man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they are beyond adorable. I mean, they'll do anything you ask them to.
What? They're obedient puppies?
Except they're very territorial.
What do you mean?
You can't take the dog out of the neighborhood. Bad things happen. Doesn't know how to act. It's not friendly with other dogs from other neighborhoods. You got to keep this dog in the exact area that he was born in.
Wait. Is this all the dogs? Is this one dog? How many dogs are we talking about here?
Oh, I got about 6 dogs back here. They're all pretty territorial, man. It's just something's going on, man. But just let me just introduce you to the pups.
All right.
So you got right here. This is little Banjo right here. He's my West Side dog.
The West Side dog.
Yeah, he's from the West Side. You take him. He only likes to stay on the West Side. So if you're gonna take him anywhere, you gotta only stay on the West Side.
You want to move to the West Side?
No. I actually live in the more central, actually, more in the central Houston.
That's not gonna be good, man. He's not gonna do it you got an apartment or you got a house?
We have a small house.
This guy's not serious.
He's not
serious.
Yes.
What?
I'm gonna go to the other side of my cage.
I'm sorry, Bo. I'm Banjo. Let me go to the next.
Wait,
one.
Wasting my time.
My puppy seemed like he had a bit of an attitude.
Well, I don't think it's attitude. It's more of a pride in where he's from. You know what I'm saying?
He asked me to move to the West Side. I don't want to. I kind of spent a lot of money just to get that house where I have now. I don't want to move to the West Side.
I mean, he knows a lot of people on the West Side. He probably could have got you a better deal. But let's just move on. Here's my dog. One of my favorite of the pups that lives here. This is Leslie.
Hello, Leslie.
We actually found Leslie in Midtown.
Oh, okay, a Midtown dog.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can work something out here.
But more Southside, yeah, Southside. That Leslie from the Southside.
Is that puppy doing the South Side?
Yeah, absolutely. She taught everybody in this little place how to do that thing.
Oh, Lord.
She's awesome.
That'll hang with the Southside. We got some that's real territorial. What's up, though, Slim? How you hanging? How you feel? You. Yeah.
Talking to me?
Yeah,
Talking to you.
Oh, sure, yeah, I'm doing great. He seemed like a fun little puppy.
He was kind of slow on the uptake, though.
He was.
No.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen a dog do the South Side before.
See, he's not ready for
me off guard.
He's not ready for
I am so ready for a dog.
Are you ready? Or it sounds like
I got a crate at home. I already got some food picked out. I got some toys, some great toys.
Got toys.
You don't like toys? Every dog.
You don't
likes
have a
toys.
loft for me? I don't have my own loft.
What?
Yeah, this dog is from Southside, aka Midtown. She has a certain standard of living that she wants to be in. I mean, we thought you said central location. I brought you here. Can you not afford to give her a loft?
I don't think anyone can afford to give a dog a loft in a reasonable
I'm
way.
back in my cage.
Oh,
all right.
She's wasting my time.
Do you have like a normal dog, like one
I'm going to French's, man. It's bone night.
All right,
just walked out the door.
She gonna be back, man. She gonna be back.
They have just a normal dog, like one that likes fetch, likes belly rubs.
We don't like to use the word normal here. It's kind of upsetting to the dogs, being their history. They've been bred multiple different types of ways. They don't really know who they are, so their location is where their identity comes from. Get my drift?
I guess so.
But if you're asking what dog we have that we don't know where they came from, but we do have a mutt here called Harris. Harris, he's been all over the place, man. I mean, he only has one eye. We believe that he's been in prison at some point. He might not have even been originated in the USA, you know, but for all I know, he's still here. He's cool with me. But he's as normal as you get as far as no location.
As far as, I mean, okay, sure. I'll meet him.
Just don't turn your back on him. That makes any sense.
What happens if you turn your back on him?
You don't want to know what happens if you turn your back.
I think I need to know what happens. I'm gonna be bringing this dog home. My back is gonna be turned at some point.
I mean, not physically turn your back. Just don't metaphorically turn your back on him. You know, he doesn't have a home. He doesn't know where he's from, but he does know how to do some very interesting things. Okay, just don't hurt his feelings.
Let me just meet the dog. Let me just see the dog.
All right. Harris.
Hey.
Got some new meat.
All right.
Hey, Harris, you want to come home with me? I'm actually looking for a new companion.
What's up, man? You got a cigarette?
No, I don't have a cigarette. And dogs shouldn't be smoking.
Well, I mean, you're not a dog. How can you tell dogs what to do? You ain't a dog.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'm a human, and you know, I'm gonna be kind of training you and.
No, I'm training you.
What?
Sit.
What?
You might want to sit.
Yeah, I'll sit. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. I can sit.
Okay, roll over.
Roll over.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but I'm just showing you how to do it, right? Like that's just what we're doing here.
Nah,
roll over.
that's not what we're doing. You want me to come home with you or what?
Yeah. That's why I'm here. I'm here to get a dog. The other dog didn't seem to be interested.
I'm just going to go lock up the front door, make sure everything's okay. I'm going to let you guys stay in here by yourself.
I find it odd you're locking the front door. He's gone. So Harris, again, nice to meet you. Look, I got some great toys at home. I already got a leash picked out. We'll get you a collar that looks great on you, man, and we'll get you set up. I'm really excited to be friends.
What about my dogs? My other dogs? They come with me. Package deal.
What other dogs?
All the other dogs in here.
Yeah, what about me?
We all come together.
Sorry, I only have room for one dog. I only got the one crate and the one toy.
You just said yes, so we're gonna have to figure this out.
Say, Harris, why don't you put him in the crate and let us take over the house? Like
That
that.
sounds good. Crate.
And scene.
That's why it's important to know where people are from.
That's why.
You don't know what to expect.
Great.
So let me ask you this: if there was a guy you were talking to, and in the conversation, it got brought up where that person was from, and they became very defensive about where they were from, what would you think then? Like, would that make you feel something is going on, or just maybe?
Who you asking?
Antoine.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they would be,
if like somebody was like, oh, I don't feel comfortable telling you where I'm from.
I don't think I'd press the issue actually, because it doesn't matter to me that much where they're from. Like, why? If they don't want to tell me about it, that's fine. I don't.
But it doesn't hang suspicion that person may not be able to be trusted at all.
Maybe, but that I feel like that goes back to like that whole like, where you from, man? No, you gonna tell me where you're from.
Would that be worse, or what if you caught somebody lying about where they were from?
Mm-hmm.
Would that be worse than them saying, I don't want to tell you?
Let me see.
Probably, because they lied. Yeah, I think there is some issue there. Does seem like they're trying to hide something. But like I said, that wouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna find out where you're from, because that's gonna tell me everything. Gonna figure out your secrets. Like, I think I'll just let them have whatever they.
No, that's a problem, man. Identity politics are real in this country. Where you from? What race you are? What your background is? All of that, man. America's got to know what's up with you.
So now I want to put Amici on the spot a little bit.
Yeah.
What hood do you rep, Amici?
That's a good question.
Sounds suspicious.
I don't know, like, you know, people.
That's not
If you ask me where I'm from, I'll tell them England. But I'm very happy to rep Texas, Houston, when we travel and, you know, together as a troop. And, you know, I'm very happy to be like, yeah, we're from Houston, Texas, and, you know, showing people what we can do.
Don't you think that confuses people though when they hear whatever accent it is that you have? Like,
you know what?
Texas?
Good. You should stop making assumptions about people. No, but yeah, I mean, also, you know, touching this a little bit earlier, but you know, all the places, no matter where I've been in the world, there are crazy people, there are thieves, there are good people, there are people who want to bring people together, there are people who want to tear people apart, there are people who want to be on top, there are people at the bottom, and there are differences and similarities between people all over the place. And I've noticed that here, some people think that people in other countries are their enemies, but those people are exactly like them. And they would be their best friends if they were over there in those countries.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah.
You're trying to tell me I can have a best friend on the north side? Nah. No north side friends. Ain't gonna happen never.
Yeah. but it sounds so absurd.
It does, but I remember my brother, he was spending a lot of time on the north side. My cousins grew up on the north side. And I don't know where he went for his haircut. Must have been somebody north affiliated. But he was taking classes at HCC Central Campus. And he told he was going to get his haircut. And I was like, what happened? He's like, this guy in class looked at me. He was like, say, man, we don't cut our hair like that on the south side. So he was trying to get, like, that's a north side cut. I mean, it goes back to like the Wheatley-Yates rivalry, right? Like, I guess maybe all of this means something when you have like those historic neighborhoods, when they've got these traditions and these things that go back for years, as opposed to like Sugarland, you know, ain't nobody, you know. I mean, there was a little pocket there, you know. Southwest did have like a couple of pockets of like older established neighborhoods, but I think not as I guess as popular or well known as like Fifth Ward, Third Ward, or whatever in Houston, or Fourth Ward at that time. But yeah, so you know, you still got that kind of rivalry to some degree in some areas, and I think it's just from older neighborhoods.
I have a question. Do you think it is, what do you think about a person who claims an area that they are from, but they don't own any land from the area?
Shut up. So you like, if you grew up in an apartment, you lived in an apartment all your life in Third Ward. I mean, I still think you still have that claim. Because again, it's the aesthetic. It's not, you know, what you own. It's not, oh, here's my family home. It's like your stomping ground. Like, where did you?
What about sports fans? Like, you know, someone who's from Mississippi is a fan of the Lakers or something. You know.
Yeah. Sports is a huge thing.
Yeah.
I thought about bringing that up as well.
Yes. Yes. We are the bandwagon of the, you know, this country is full of bandwagons. Full of bandwagons. Full of them.
I know. Yeah, growing up, my father hated the Oilers because it was the Oilers back then. Hated the Oilers. We were like a Pittsburgh Steeler family. You know, that was his team.
Hey, I like him. I'm a Steeler fan.
And they indoctrinate the whole family like that.
Yeah.
Yes. So I did not like the Ohio State Buckeyes, and I didn't like them because everybody liked them, and everybody made them like so godlike, right? You couldn't do anything. You had to wear red on Saturday. You had to, and that just was it was just too weird for me. I didn't like the Bengals because they were trash. And they've always been trash since I've ever known to be in life. But I've had family members who like the Browns and the Bengals because that's what they grew up on. They've lived for 30 years, both teams like losing teams, right? So yeah, I never really got into like the sports, and then once I found out that the teams don't have players from that state,
Yeah.
and I was like, what are we're really rooting for?
Yeah, there's a whole nother discussion that we can have another time about like what are people actually fans of? Are they fans of the brand? Are they fans of the owner? Are they fans of the players? Like
General
those
manager?
players change. Like what is it that you're actually
What are
following?
they fans of? Yeah, I don't. That is a good question. I don't know because once I realized, and I think it happened in baseball because I kept hearing a lot of the Latin names growing up, and I kept going, this person. I've never met a guy in Cincinnati with that name, or I've never met somebody. Where all these players come from. You learn where they're born, and you're like, okay, this is a franchise, and we're just going out getting drunk, fighting people over brands. It'd be like fighting somebody who loves Gap versus fighting somebody who loves Polo, right? It's like we just obsess over like being a part of something.
We cut to. Oh, go for it. Go for it.
No, we cut to the bathroom at the Huggables diaper company. That's right, John. Put this war paint on. Cause we going in. These people over at Absorbable Me think that they're gonna take our throne. We own this diaper thing. We're in charge of diapers for the whole United States of America. Let's go. Let's go.
I've been thinking about it. We've been having pep rallies at work, and I just think they just have nothing to do with the work. I mean, I'm an engineer. I'm not supposed to be going out in a rally fighting another company that makes diapers. Come on.
Are you serious, man? Are you serious? That's
Yes.
why we recruited you. You think it was because of your business sense and your work ethic? No. You played football in high school, man. We know you know what to do. You played football in college, man. We know you know what to do.
Is that why y'all didn't ask me about my academic resume?
Exactly.
You kept asking me how many times I tackled people and what was my hardest hit in my interview? Oh my God.
We'd already got the films before you got here, and we looked at them.
I knew that was so weird. I knew it was weird.
Look, all business comes down to war, man. You think all of this is fought on the stock market, on the stock exchange? You think that's where business is fighting? No. It's behind this building in the parking lot. Once all the cars leave, we run lines, man, and we make it look like a football field. So we are fighting the other diaper team today. Well, football fight. But we need you.
We got to John at in HR. And John, the reason we called you in today is your numbers are pretty low.
Numbers are pretty low?
Yeah.
I mean,
not your work production numbers, but your fight numbers. You haven't been in many fights defending the honor of the company.
Oh, well, I know I was just trying to get these projects done on time, and I saw the company go out there, and I just thought, why are we fighting? Why don't we just make better products? Better products will sell, and people are not going to buy the worst product. Why can't we just focus on that?
If we knock more of them out than they knock of us out, people are going to see that and recognize that we are the superior brand.
That's
okay?
Right. That's right. Exactly. And as you know, all business comes down to war. That's why we're really here. We're building an army. And this is an army where we're all going to be wearing the Huggable brand. And we're all going to take out our enemies. Are you wearing your Huggable brand right now?
I'm wearing.
Are you wearing?
Brand.
Can we see it?
Can we see it?
Can
the whole company see it? Everyone get in here.
Everyone get in here.
Yeah,
Everyone get in here. Go ahead and pop those pants off, John.
Okay. I didn't go home last night. So it is kind of full.
Why didn't you go home last night, John? You knew we had a battle today.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go home last night because I didn't want my family seeing me with my diaper on. I just slept in the car.
Why would you be ashamed of that? This is why we're here. We're telling the whole world to wear these diapers. Are you?
I don't know, guys. I thought I was working here because you love me and my talent, not because I used to get the hardest hitting awards or the toughest man awards in college, not because I broke people's legs or knocked out people's teeth or had the most concussions in the game award. I thought you liked me because I was me, kid from Louisiana. Go Tigers.
That's not what we liked you at all. It was just for your mean, hard-hitting reputation.
We cut to John interviewing at Absorbable Me. So, changing sides, huh? That is, we're actually okay with that over here at Absorbable Me. We'll absorb you right on in.
Thank you. Yes, I just had a hard time with the management over there. They were on to some Fight Club kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to get into making products.
Oh yeah, they're real primal over there. We actually care about our employees here. We care about who you are. We care about what you care about. Okay, and
that's good.
We're going to be bringing in another employee here. You're just going to be holding his hand the whole time.
I was wondering, is this him? Is this the new guy?
Yeah.
Hey.
And I'm going to go.
Hands. Yeah, both hands.
Yeah, both hands.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just hold them as much as possible. It's a great way to pass positive energy. And we're going to be printing up another 1,000 business cards with everybody's name on it. We were acquired by Halliburton, so.
Got it.
Just hold
so I'm holding them.
Yeah,
I'm looking at.
Hey, what's up? I'm your company assigned dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we gotta help support dogs here.
Oh yeah.
The company assigns a dog to every employee.
They're from all over. Dog.
Yeah.
Okay. This one has one eye.
Don't say that to him. Don't say it to him.
How you feel about living in Midtown?
And scene. And that is the Can't Tell Us Nothing show, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Can't Tell Us Nothing. If you want to know where to find out more about what we do, check us out on CTUNImprov, all your favorite places. That's CTUNImprov on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, all those places. CTUNImprov.com even. You also find us on Mockingbird Network, and every Wednesday at 7 on 92KLZ. And yeah, download our podcast, check out our videos, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Drop us a line. Tell us what you like about the show.
Oh, yeah.
And for Tandy, for Amici, for John, for myself, Antoine, that is Can't Tell Us Nothing show. We are out.
Bye.